Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Today we take a break from the Brothers War content to bring you a deck from new patron supporter Squishy. Squishy recently got into Magic and Unfinity was his first pre-release. Squishy fell in love with attractions and was ecstatic to learn that attractions were legal in Commander. And so she wanted a deck built around Myra the Magnificent. And they asked that the budget stay under $300. Before we get started, I'd like to quickly ask you to like and subscribe. I've been very happy with the growth this channel has had so far, and I'm excited to see where we're going. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. One of the tiers is specifically set up for Commander. For only $25, I will build you a custom Commander deck based around your specifications, and even do a deck video on it. With that out of the way, let's get into the video. Myra the Magnificent is a 4-mana 2/4 legendary human performer. Whenever we cast an instant or sorcery from our hand, we open an attraction. Additionally, we may pay X and tap Myra. We then exile an instant or sorcery card from our graveyard with mana value X, and choose an attraction we control that doesn't have a midway counter on it. We then put a midway counter on it, and whenever we visit that attraction, we copy the exiled card. We may then cast that copy without paying its mana cost. I think I should explain attractions. Attractions go in the attraction deck, so they're outside the normal 100-card limitation of Commander. Additionally, we must run at least 10 of them in constructed formats, and we cannot have any duplicates. Before the game begins, we shuffle our attraction deck, just like a normal deck, and set it aside. There are various cards and effects, like Myra, that allow us to open an attraction. What that means is we take the top card of our attraction deck and put it into play. Each attraction has 6 numbers, and anywhere from 2 to 4 of those numbers are lit up. At the beginning of our first main phase, we roll a single 6-sided die. If the die matches any of our attractions, we do whatever's on the card. It should be noted that attractions are all artifacts that can be interacted with just like normal artifacts. But if they're destroyed, rather than going to the graveyard, they go to the junkyard, from which there is no return. Additionally, if the card has a midway counter on it when the die roll matches the number on the attraction, we'll get to copy and cast an instant or sorcery for free. If only there was a set that recently came out that had some dice rolling shenanigans. Of course, before we get to our deck list, we should keep in mind our checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Reflecting Pool, Steam Vents, Storm-Carved Coast, Training Center, Fiery Islet, Shivan Reef, Sulphur Falls, Riverglide Pathway, Volatile Fjord, Molten Tributary, Silver Bluff Bridge, Great Furnace, Otawara Soaring City, Mystic Sanctuary, Nesting Grounds, Reliquary Tower, Myriad Landscape for additional ramp, Scavenger Grounds for graveyard hate, 9 islands, and 7 mountains. Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Talisman of Creativity, Izzet Signet, Fire Diamond, Sky Diamond, Chromatic Lantern, Mind Stone, Thought Vessel, Patriarch's Seal, and Vexing Puzzle Box all make up our mana rocks. Stormkiln Artist for treasure generation, along with Storm the Vault. I don't normally run this card in decks that don't swing out with hordes of creatures, but since attractions are all artifacts, I figured why not. And Goblin Electromancer, along with Primal Amulet for mana reduction. Priority Boarding, Netherese Puzzle Ward, Teferi's Ageless Insight, Unexpected Windfall, Sunbird's Invocation, Salundi Vision, Frantic Search, Big Score, Jeska's Will, Exalted Flamer of Tzeentch, Expressive Iteration, Arcane Endeavor, and Time Reversal all help us dig through our deck and keep our hands full, while Fabricate and Solve the Equation serve as tutors. Will's Reversal, Pongify, Prismari Command, Mystic Confluence, Counterspell, Chaos Warp, Abrade, Rapid Hybridization, Cleansing Wildfire, and Reality Shift all ensure we can continue to play the game and keep our opponents in check. Washout and Reckless Endeavor both help to keep the board clear. Barbarian class, Will Blade of Frontiers, Pixie Guide, Brazen Dwarf, Feywild Trickster, and Faraday Devil's Chosen all support our dice rolling shenanigans. To help open more attractions, we've got Strength Testing Hammer, Command Performance, Vidalcan Squirrel Whacker, Seasoned Buttoneer, Rad Rascal, Monitor, Draconian Gatebot, and Bamboozling Beeple. Finally, to help close out the game, we've got Thousand Year Storm, Swarm Intelligence, Ral Storm Conduit, Veyron Voice of Duality, Niv Mizzet Perun, Gutter Snipe, and Glasspool Mimic. Now, let's take a look at our deck and compare it to our checklist. 53 mana sources split between 36 lands, 15 pieces of ramp, and 2 MDFCs. A little high, but some of our ramp doubles as card advantage, so that's fine. 15 pieces of card advantage. Again, a little high, but that's kind of necessary in a Spellslinger deck. 10 pieces of interaction, 2 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, no sudden I win cards, but that's not the point of this deck. The point of a deck like Myra the Magnificent and her amazing attractions is to bring chaos and insanity to an otherwise friendly game of Commander. Now, some of you may be wondering why I went with Time Reversal rather than my usual Commit Memory. Commit Memory has a mana value of 10, so if we wanted to exile it and attach it to an attraction, thus being able to cast it every turn, we'd have to pay 10 mana to do so. But Time Reversal is only 5 mana, which is far more reasonable. Now, I know that attractions only trigger when we roll for it at the beginning of our main phase, but since we're rolling dice every turn anyway, we might as well have some payoffs, right? And if we're able to roll more than one dice, might as well have some more dice rolling cards. It's all fun and games until you have 3 attractions start casting spells with a Thousand Year Storm and a Veyron Voice of Duality on board. Are you building any Commander decks from Unfinity? If so, which ones? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cute Stuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, there's a link to her Fiverr page below. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Jiraiya, Waffles, Muffins, Casey, Nick, Marcus, Black Dragon, Phoenix of Ice, Daniel, Kyo, and Squishy. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander deck videos often, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Also, if you're a fan of anime and manga like I am, feel free to check out my other channel, Musings by Danon. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.